A lot of people say I look like binging with Babish. I just think it's a shame that he cloned my appearance without my consent. Do you like blue fragrances like Versace Dylan Blue and Bleu de Chanel? Fresh shower gel fragrances that are easy to wear, but you want to stand out from the crowd. Introducing to you Abid Ombre by Suna Musk, who are today's sponsor. Abid Ombre is Suna Musk's top-selling fragrance that takes that blue shower gel DNA and adds this sweet Middle Eastern floral touch to it. Middle Eastern fragrances are Suna Musk's specialty in general. I can see this being somebody's all-year signature, man or woman, that you can use in any scenario. It's not a beast mode fragrance, it lasts about 4 to 6 hours, but if you want to wear something that is memorable, I don't think anyone else is going to wear something like this, then check this fragrance out. The note breakdown and our discount code is in the description below. Save your money, guys. There are some high quality fragrances that are very nice but are definitely not worth their price tag. I'm talking about these niche fragrances that cost about $400, or even designer fragrances that were so popular that other houses have cloned them really well. So today I'm going to provide you 5 fragrances you should not buy because I will show you their superior colognes. They're not necessarily better smell-wise, but their smell is better for the price you are paying, and they usually have better performance as well, or at least decent performance. So let's get into it and show you the superior colognes. At number 5, I will remind you guys about the top-selling Aqua by Giorgio Armani. I'm talking about the original here, which I don't think is worth its price tag. Everyone knows it's been gutted in its performance. It lasts about 4 hours now. It's a beautiful citrus aquatic with a nice opening, but there are better, cheaper alternatives. The main one being Perry Ellis Red 360. About a third of the price of the original Aqua. Yes, you can spend more money and get Profumo, but if you want a cheaper alternative, this is the best. It's basically the same DNA. I'm getting about 95% similarity, slightly lower quality, and it adds a touch of cinnamon to make it a little bit sweeter. But the performance is better than the original Aqua. I'm getting compliments from this fragrance 6 hours into wearing it, so it's at least 6 hours of longevity. If you don't mind the suspicious looking bottle for this fragrance, this is an excellent steal for the price. You can get it in Latino for a very good price in the UK. Next up, we'll discuss a lost legend, Paco Rabanne's Invictus Aqua 2016, the salty summer variation of the original. They've released Aqua 2018. It's a good fragrance, has a smooth scent profile, but it doesn't have that salty masculinity of the 2016 version. Lucky for us, Mont Blanc Legend Spirit exists. Yes, Rosati Hawas also exists, but I would say that fragrance is about 50% similarity to Aqua, whilst this is definitely a clone of the 2016 version. This is about 95% similarity to Aqua 2016. It's like a bubblegum fragrance. It has this sweet muskiness to it, but still light and bright. And in the past, I think I've been a bit harsh on this fragrance, saying it lasts about 4 hours. In the higher heat, I'm actually getting 6 hours with this fragrance, and this is about a third of the price of any Invictus fragrance. This is a good product. It does need some heat to be activated, but I still definitely think it's worth its price tag. This next clone is discontinued itself, whilst the original still exists. I'm talking about Dior Homme Cologne, which, if you've ever tried it, is one of the most light fragrances you can wear. It's basically all top notes, fresh lemonade. It smells like a fresh lemonade, photorealistic. It's great in extreme heat when you don't want to be annoyed by any fragrance, but it lasts about 4 hours and it's quite pricey. Introducing Mercedes-Benz Cologne. This fragrance is discontinued, but depending on where you live in the world, you can still get this for a reasonable price if you are lucky and look around. This fragrance is superior to Dior Homme Cologne in my opinion. This quality is slightly lower, it's slightly heavier in its scent profile, but you overall still get a light and fresh lemonade fragrance, and most of all is the performance here is doubled. I'm getting 8 hours with this fragrance, and for this scent profile, that is fantastic. It's a little bit woody on the base as well. Overall, try to look for this if you can find it at a reasonable price. Next up, let's discuss Tom Ford's Black Orchid. Some guys love this fragrance. I don't particularly. I think it's too feminine for myself and it's a bit too much going on here. It's a dense, floral, chocolate and patchouli fragrance. It's creative and it's cool, but I would rather have something that's a little bit less intense. If I want to spend a similar price, I'll go for Black Orchid Parfum. I think that is a superior flanker. Or buy the much more affordable clone, Alzafrans Ood 24 Hours. I'm confused by this name. It's not an oud fragrance, it doesn't last for 24 hours, it's a black orchid clone. But what they've done here is they made it more wearable. They've toned down the florals, taken away some ingredients like truffles, so it's less complex, but this is more fresh, more masculine in my opinion. I would see this as a fragrance you can wear most of the year, excluding summer, and you still get a solid 8 hours with this. For a fragrance that's 1/10 of the price of black orchids, I think this is a bargain. It's incredible quality for something that's £12 or less than $20. And finally, of course, Creed is going to make this list. Is it going to be Aventus? No. I think Aventus is a good fragrance. I think it's still worth having even to this day. It's actually going to be Silver Mountain Water. It's a metallic green tea powdery DNA. I think Silver Mountain Water is still a good fragrance, but the clones that have come out have kind of made it obsolete in my opinion. If you want to get a fragrance that's as similar as possible, go for Armaf's Club de Nuit Sillage. An excellent recent release by Armaf. This is 90% similar, but what they've done is they've kind of toned down the powderiness. It's not as beautiful in the opening, but it's more fresh, easily wearable, more masculine, and most of all has better performance. It still smells high quality for the price tag, and in my opinion, I would never buy Silver Mountain Water whilst this exists. You can also go for Rasasi Alwasam Day. This still replicates Silver Mountain Water a lot. It's still about 90% replication, but now they've added their own note of rose in here. It's not a strong rose note, but it kind of elevates the DNA in my opinion. So if you want to have a different take on the Silver Mountain Water fragrance, go for Alwasam Day. Lasts about 8 hours, works very well in the spring and summer. That concludes the video, guys. I hope it helps you out. I want you guys to save your money, and if you are struggling with any summertime fragrances that don't last long enough and you need to reapply them, make sure to check out our new Atomiser design that'll help you have your fragrance of choice with you at all times. Make sure to check out Abit Ombre in the description down below. I'll see you in the next one, guys. Class dismissed.